We want you to reach the place where the satisfaction factor is so important to you that you're willing to look into the ethers of what is in the state of becoming rather than need to look at the reality. If you don't need others to say, oh yeah, I've seen it. In other words, if you don't need a large group of people to agree that you've already got it or that it already is or that it's a good thing to want, then you become so liberated in your ability to create. But if you need it to already be before you believe it, then you slow yourself way, way down, and mostly you only come to believe in what others have created. When you only believe in what others have created, then first of all, you're not very original. And second of all, you have very little satisfaction in your life because, and this is the most important thing that we want you to take away from this day, what satisfies you, what feels good to you, is only a desire that you've given birth to and your closing of the gap toward it. For you to watch others get what they want is not satisfying to you. It's only when your life produces a desire within you, and then you find a way to focus and allow that desire to turn to the things in your life that you feel real satisfaction. That's why you may really, really want something, and by some interesting set of circumstances, some kind-hearted person might give it to you. Maybe you complained enough that it was just survival for them. So they find a way to be your path of least resistance, and they provide it for you, and it is not satisfying to you, not for long, because the only way that satisfaction will ever come to you is when your life has produced a desire. That's step one, that's asking. And Source has planned out the route for you to accomplish it. That's step two. When you ask, it is given. And then step three is you must find a way to focus your mind in belief of what you desire and maintain that belief consistently enough that you stay out of the way of it so that you don't keep blocking it, because that's how thoughts turn to things. Now, this is an odd statement, thoughts turning to things, to people who are mostly looking at the things that have already turned out. Because most of the world is just looking at things, and they don't want to have a conversation about what existed before the thing was the thing. But if you're going to be a deliberate creator, you've got to be willing to accept that before the thing was a thing, it was a different thing. It was a vibration. It was a softer thing. It was a more subtle thing. It was a less defined thing. It was a less specific thing. It was a vibrational thing that existed